So I'm going to show you how to run Super Mario Bros. Special on MAME. This is going to be for the Sharp X1 version. So you're going to have to download three things. First, obviously, you're going to have to download the MAME emulator. And you have this over here. You select whatever platform you're on. Currently, I'm on Windows. And you select whatever download is related to your operating system. So I already have that download over here. And the second thing you want to download is a SharpX1 ROM file. You can find that by searching X1 MOM. Wow, X1 MAME ROM. Jeez. And you should have a download link on here on Emulator Paradise. And like before, I have that downloaded already right here. And lastly, what you want is a Super Mario Bros. Special X1 ROM. And one of the places recently actually has a copy of the disk file is at wow, can't speak today, loveroms.com. And I believe this should be the download link over here. Probably use slow download. I have no idea what the download manager is. And like before, I have the zip file over here. And alright, so you have these three files right over here. The first thing I recommend to do is, in fact, make a new folder. And this is going to be your main folder. The reason you want to make a new folder is because if I were to extract, if I were to run this exe file right here, it would extract all the MAME files on my desktop. And obviously that would be so messy, so better to put in a folder over here. And you would want to run it, and it's going to take a little while to extract on that folder. So in the meantime, we're going to open up the Super Mario Bros. Special folder. You want to go over here and extract this specific folder over here. It should be called FD2D. I don't know how it's laid out in any other place you find this file, this ROM file in, but currently it's laid out like that. Basically, what you want to do is find a .2D folder, such as this one. Well, I guess it's not a folder; it's a file. So, once you have this 2D file, you're going to have to rename it something specific. It's going to have to be Super Mario. And once you have this folder over here, you're going to have to go to you're going to have to compress it to a zip folder. And you have the zip folder here. And at this point, you can disregard that. And from there, you're going to have to name it something specific. Let me try to find it. Right. You're going to have to rename it to SMBSP. It has to be exactly that. And once you're done that, you can throw away this. And you're not going to do anything over here. But one thing I want to note is that if you download your X1 file from somewhere else, you're going to have to rename it to x1.zip. And that to be exactly that. And here you go. Here's the main folder that just made. And you would want to go to ROMs. And you want to dump these two zip files over there. And from there you want to run MAME. So when you first open MAME, you're greeted with this screen. What you want to type out is x1 Should be somewhere here. Oh yeah. So you want to type out x1 space open parenthesis ZZ800C, and you have that over there. One thing that I recommend to do is if you go to configure options. I think this video. No. Is it miscellaneous? No. So I recommend just keeping it on in windowed mode. So let me try to find that. I guess I'll cut to whenever I find it. So you want to click on the X1 little option over here, and go to configure machine, and to set it to windowed mode, you would want to go here, use your arrow key to do that, and remember to save machine configuration. Nice. So once you open the X1 little option over there, you're greeted with another menu. And in this case, just type out Super Mario Bros. Special. This one over here. The alt over here, I believe, I don't know what it is exactly, but you want to select this one up here, and just you're going to have to give it a little while. It does take a little while for this to load. Normally it's a little faster than this. So there you go. You'll notice that the actual game menu is much smaller than the window. And quite honestly, I don't know why it's causing that. So I guess I'll give you some controls with the emulator. X would be A, Z would be B, and more or less the D-pad would be, I guess the D-pad would be the directional keys on a keypad, and you're going to have to turn on numlock for that to work. And exit would be your pause button and whatever. I guess F3 also works, does it? That's so one thing you're going to have to note about MAME is that it lacks the creature comfort of other emulators, so you don't have save states and all that good stuff, but it does run the game. I find it to be seemingly a lot more accurate than other emulators such as X Millennium